Hey everyone, welcome to Attack of the Show. You know, March Madness is officially underway. We're going to check in on the upsets, the close calls, and all the other hardcore action. Plus, V for Vendetta finally opens tomorrow, and if you thought you couldn't be more excited, just wait, you will be. And the new movie Brick takes the worlds of Danes, guns, and palookas and sets it in a high school. We're going to have the writer-director here to take us inside the action. All this, plus the new Godfather game for the Xbox, the latest comic book releases, and live music from the Scotch Greens. Here it comes, folks. Peaching on the trigger, man. It's Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
Clap like you love it. Clap like you care. Don't stop now. Come on. It's Thursday. It's the new, yeah, that's right. That's what I am talking about too, kind sir. There's a lot of excitement here, and it's not just because Thursday's the new Friday for us. We take the Fridays off for heavy drinking and medicating. It's because the NCAA tournament begins today, right?
Woo!
Right?
Well, we could. They gave us.
They gave us
30
too much.
seconds.
They're all winded. It's old men behind the cameras. Sorry, Andy. The game started at noon today, and this is huge. Everybody knows it. It's on the tip of everybody's tongues. The Office was like gopher holes with people popping up watching the TVs today.
Usually it's about video games.
Yeah.
Today is about sports.
It's all about
crazy.
the hoops. In fact, CBS Sportsline, it's their network's on-demand service. They've announced just recently that they've set an internet record. They had the most simultaneous streaming views of a live event ever.
That's a lot. I mean, that's saying a lot.
268,000 streams.
Wow.
That's about a quarter of the people that watch the Attack of the Show podcast daily. Ridiculous numbers, Sarah.
Not a lot of productivity in the corporate world today.
None. But a lot of tears. Grown men hunched over their keyboards crying because their brackets are wrong. There are some fairly big upsets today so far. So here's a quick rundown. We got Wisconsin, Milwaukee. They topped number 6 seed Oklahoma and Montana. They knocked out number 5 seed Nevada. Now, Tennessee, they needed a change of shorts and a last-second shot to avoid being busted out by 15th seed Winthrop, which kind of begs the question, which would have been more embarrassing? And Sarah, you can answer this, feel free. Losing to a 15th seed or losing to a team named Winthrop?
Oh, Kevin. You've seen the guys that go to Winthrop?
No.
They could hurt you.
Oh, then it's losing to the 15th seed. Has nothing to do with their name. Great guys,
Clearly.
Great name, fantastic. Now moving on to upcoming games, we've got UCLA. They're facing 15th seed Belmont University. As I speak to you, the game is going on. Don't worry, you'd rather watch this. Now, both teams, oddly enough, fun fact, named Bruins.
Oh, my God.
Coincidence or conspiracy, Sarah?
I don't know.
Right.
But this is something to investigate.
We'll get to the bottom
Perhaps
of
in
it.
the feed.
Yeah, we'll get there. Now, Duke is the only number 1 seed playing today. They're going to go after 16th seeded Southern at 9:30 Eastern. Meanwhile, Gonzaga tips off against Xavier in about 15 minutes or so. Yeah, sounds
about 15.
about right.
Yeah.
I'd also want to point out that the old Gonzaga, they're seeded 3rd, thanks mostly to Adam Morrison.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, he's an amazing player, don't get me wrong, but he's kind of being overshadowed. The guy's a superstar, but all the talk is about that stash of his. Look at that mustache. That is good,
it's
but
as if he's bringing back this mustache genre or something all alone.
see, you're right, and you're so wrong because I'm sorry, Adam. I was rocking that look like 3 years ago on Arena. Yeah, look at that. One up,
Kevin,
on the old WT
I stand
mustache.
corrected.
Yeah, you do.
have brought back a genre,
It's not as cool as the finger stash. Though.
and it's spreading to college kids nationwide. I missed that.
The finger stash?
Well, I don't know.
The
Yours.
I'll bring it back for next week. I can grow it in like a
Could
day.
you do that for me?
Totally.
I would like that. Thanks. I think everybody.
I'll
at
have it
home
in by
would
the
like
end of the
that
show.
too.
Hold on.
V for Vendetta opens tomorrow, everybody. I keep talking about it, but it deserves it. This is the first big event movie of 2006. We've been waiting for it to come out since last November, when it was originally scheduled to be released, was pushed back to March, and as we mentioned last week, I got a chance to see it.
Yes.
It's phenomenal.
You're not lying. You actually liked it.
Usually I lie about things, but this is not one of those times. Natalie Portman, Hugo Weaving, the Wachowski siblings, scenes, lots of reasons to make it really worth seeing. I'm so excited to be excited.
I am going to see it on opening day. It's the first time I've said that about it. I didn't even see King Kong on opening day.
Exactly.
I'm here for V for Vendetta.
I'm going to see it again on opening day.
Yeah. We're not the only ones that are excited, though.
No, it's not. It looks like MySpacers actually are excited, too. Warner Brothers has created special MySpace pages for both the character of V himself. I thought that nice gesture.
Very nice.
But also the character of Chancellor Sutler, too. Problem is, you know, it's not easy to, it's not hard to notice that V is more popular than Chancellor.
Sure.
And he's sort of the hero and all that stuff. But if you're on MySpace, stop by the Chancellor's page and show him a little love. Poor guy. You know, he's kind of an outcast. I mean, he is a totalitarian villain, but even those guys need hugs.
Give him a little hug.
Hugs. Maybe
Click,
they wouldn't
add
be
to
so
friend.
villainous.
He's got a Panic at the Disco song on his profile. It can't be all that bad. And
not.
I don't know. You can pass some time until V for Vendetta opens with American Adventure. This is a TV event for me, folks. It's Simon Cowell's new competitive reality show. He's the mastermind, of course, behind the American Idol. And, well, what are the odds? It's like American Idol, but except it's for people who can't sing and are kind of homely and who have spent a lot of time working on wacky new products. And
they know how to use a wrench and
something like that. One guy invented
one
sleeves.
Of those silvery objects and screws.
The winner gets $50,000 to develop his invention and hopefully bring it to market. Now, tonight's episode, it features the open casting series. It's like an open casting call that they're doing all over the country, where everybody and their unmedicated cousin, they trot out their $1 million hopeful ideas. Right. It's probably going to be painfully awesome television.
Don't the American Idol winners get like $1 million?
I don't know. They get platinum albums.
Yeah.
And then a Justin DeKelly movie. But
it's all relative.
It's on tonight at 8 on some network. You got to watch it. Hey, we're taking your relationship calls. You've got questions. Sarah's got an answer, and I've got an asinine comment. The number is 800-839-7880. As always, though, you can email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/ask-us, or you can chat with us in our IRC chat room as well at chat.g4tv.com.
I was hoping I could make you laugh.
Good.
Still ahead, this week's best comic books are pre-read and pre-digested for you. Excuse me. Fresh ink. And some hot spring break action with Street Fury's own Big C. Stay put. Ow! Ow!
Attack of the show, baby. Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
As the host of G4's Street Fury, Big C spends most of his time giving viewers a look inside the tuner car scene. But just for us, he went ahead and did us a solid. Big C put down the nitrous tanks and the oversized spinner wheels. He rolled up his sleeve, folks, and he did some dirty work. He headed out on a spring break adventure. Check it out.
Kev, dog, you see where I'm at? South Padre, boy, it's spring break. Where you at? I got drinks, I got parties, I got the beach, and I got girls, and more girls. Watch this. Oh, yeah! Make some noise! Kevin, they said car show. College kids, tuner bash, it's a party. You see this? You should be here.
Kevin, we miss you at South Padre.
Look at the girls. Look at the parties.
You f***ing wish you were here.
Mwah.
Can you kiss me for Kevin? Whoa! What? Oh!
Kevin, where are you? I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm country girl. I miss you, baby. Mwah. Better catch me next time.
You thought it only happened in the daytime? It happens at night. South Padre Island, spring break is going down.
Oh, you want to mess with Texas?
Hell yeah. I am going to serve her ass right now.
Kevin, where are you? Big C needs backup.
Code 10, I need backup. It's two of them. Where you at, dog? Hello.
Does your mother know you do that, Big C?
No, she probably never seen the show, big dog. What's happening?
No, thanks for joining us, man. Listen, I know it's cool. Oh, yeah, Kevin, I'm out here having all this fun, but I'm with the women and the drinks and the partying and whatnot. Like, I get that, but what you don't understand is that I was at Toy Fair in New York a couple weeks ago. I saw a girl.
You saw one girl.
An actual girl.
You heard me calling for you, dog. I'm like, get out here with me. Get out here with me. This is all I do, man. Last night, partying. Release party, so I brought you something back.
Oh, what do you got?
E40's brand new album, The Ghetto Report Card, for for you because I want to get you up on hip hop.
And you were at the actual release party?
Oh yeah, we was kicking it. E40 Reverend, you know, Chaz, everybody was out there, man.
Well, and I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. Thank you. But did you bring me back anything from spring break? Because you're out there, San Padre, having a little fun. In my honor, thank you. But
I wasn't just talking out there, man. I said I gotta bring Kevin something back. I need backup. Kevin, you need this. I brought you some Sandy from the beach.
Sandy from the beach? An actual sample of sand from the...
It's better than sand, homie.
Oh, hello,
You know what I
Sandy.
mean?
Hello. Okay, I get it. See, you say sand from the beach. Venice Beach, it's like hypodermic needles in cigarette butts. Sandy, thank you for coming. Very nice of you,
Sandy
BC.
Fight in the
Wow.
Flash, Team High Intensity. This is what I do, man. It's models, it's cars, it's lifestyle, it's parties. It's everything you want to do if you a man. So if you a man, get out with me, like you gonna get out with me, and we gonna do it big, homie.
I'm jealous, as all the guys out there are. But it's not just, you know, you do all these things, but you take it international as well. You were in Tokyo, right? The
Man.
Auto Salon show. What's that all about?
Tokyo Auto Salon is real hot, but it's more than just that. We've been to the Caymans, we've been to Canada, we've been Hawaii, Vegas, spent the week there. But Tokyo Auto Salon,
Yeah.
it's like the Mecca when you in the import car game. It's like you want to go there to see what it's really like.
All right, well, we want to show our viewers what it's like. So we have a clip of the Street Fury. This is it, folks, the 2006 Tokyo Auto Salon.
What's up, y'all? On this week's Street Fury, I'm bringing it to you real major. I'm in one of the busiest intersections in the world, Shibuya, Japan. So we bringing you the Tokyo Auto Salon. From custom cars to concept cars and then some. It's going down in Japan on this week's Street Fury. International, y'all. All the way in Tokyo, I get some love.
You are just having a blast all across the world, man.
And they call this work, man.
Good for you. Good for you. Did you actually see any cars while you were there in Tokyo, though? What were some of the sights?
Tokyo, I saw a lot of cars, but I went to Harajuku, Shibuya, Shinjuku. We saw a lot of the sites, a lot of the bridges,
Are those
the
the names
buildings.
of car manufacturers, or those cities?
Oh, no, those are different cities.
Okay, no.
Some of the cars, I saw a lot of Skylines, a lot of K cars. They're real big on bikes and minivans there. That's what's hot out there, minivans, man.
Okay.
That's what's up.
I love that they can take a minivan and bring it to that level.
Man, TVs, airbags, 20-inch rims, you name it. Anything we do to cars, they do to anything there. Anything. And they drifting, too, getting sideways in these cars, too, man. It's not just straight driving.
Big C, do me a favor. The next time you go out, send me an Evite, please.
You got it.
Okay, I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
now, when I see you the Evite, holla back.
No, everybody, it's Big C. Don't forget to catch an all-new 3-hour Street Fury Marathon special this Sunday, March 19th, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, right here on G4. Now, coming up after the break, this week's best comic book offerings are laid before Blair Butler, and she passes judgment. It's Fresh Ink, and it's next.
Welcome back, everybody. Coming up in this half hour, the writer-director of the high school thriller Brick. And, of course, it's Live Music Thursday, presented by Dentine Ice. Today's band is the Scotch Greens. But before you blow all your money on booze, and I know you will, Blair Butler's Fresh Ink will tell you if any comic releases are worth your hard-earned cash instead.
Yeah, comics and Euro disco go hand in hand.
Yeah, definitely.
Blair, welcome back.
Hey, welcome. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to you.
No, welcome me back, because this is really your segment. You're the professional. Every week new comics come out, and today we're starting off with Walking Dead number 26.
Right. Walking Dead number 26. We're checking back in with this series, which people who've been watching the show for a long time, you know this is my favorite series. But a lot of you went out there and sort of bought this because I recommended it, and then you were like, what the hell, Blair? It's a zombie comic. There are no zombies. It's people talking about their relationship. Well, we're back in 26, and it's chock full of zombies, and they're being taken out by a lawyer with a machete. So, hey, you get what you pay for, and it's excellent. Yeah.
Not bad. So artwork on this one? Same
as always. Love it. Yeah, as you said, a little Frank Miller-esque. I love it. I think it's great. It's black and white, and Robert Kirkman's writing it, one of my favorite authors. So I have to say this one, just a wholehearted buy. lawyers with machetes killing zombies. Come on.
You can't ask
Good
for anything
stuff.
more than that. And the
Right.
zombies are back. So, okay, your verdict is a bye. Moving on. Let's go to the
Yep.
next one. Fury Peacemaker numero dos.
Right. Yeah. So this is Nick Fury's origin story. It's being done by Garth Ennis, who's great at writing war stories. And then maybe not this one, though, because I like Nick Fury. He's a great, gritty character.
Let me ask you, Nick Fury, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I thought the guy was black.
This is confusing for a lot of people. In the Ultimate line, Marvel's Ultimate line, Nick Fury is actually drawn to look just like Samuel L. Jackson. In the regular continuity, white guy with an eye patch.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you just do that? Can you just rewrite somebody or
Well,
write somebody a different way and make them a different character? I mean,
That's the thing about the Ultimate line. It's sort of shaking up the established Marvel stuff. But in this one, you get old white Nick Fury, and he's fighting the Nazis in Tunisia, God bless him. But it just kind of doesn't do it for me. You know, it's
what's
like...
missing? What's lacking from this?
Ennis is really known for, like, these gritty war stories, and this one, a little less on the grit, and, you know, it just kind of doesn't do it for me. If you want great stuff by this author, you know, you can get him doing dirty stuff with The Pro, you can get him doing Preacher, or you can get War Stories, which is another World War II series that he did that I thought was great.
Doing dirty stuff with The Preacher, though, is the next
Preacher's
real
a comic.
big comic mashup.
But if it was,
that's
there's
coming.
probably a comic out there somewhere about doing dirty stuff
I'm
with
actually
Preacher.
inking it right. But
Right, of
for
course.
this book here, for Fury Peacemaker number 2, buy, browse, or burn.
Just browse it. I can't.
Can you burn something for once, maybe?
You know me. I'm not all Fahrenheit 451.
All right. And finally, Batman Year 100.
Right. So this is this takes place in Gotham in 2039. So it's Batman way in the future. It's police state. There's zero privacy. Everyone's on record. This is an alternative sort of take on the Batman saga by a guy named Paul Pope, who's an indie guy.
It's actually funny you should say that because Batman's got an alternative lifestyle if you judge him by his wardrobe.
Yes.
Sweatshirt
Right.
and tiny knit, almost Daisy Duke-esque shorts. What is going on with Batman in this comic?
This is actually one of the things I really like about Paul Pope's version of Batman, is that everything that Batman does, you see all the equipment in minute detail, and his art is so gritty. I really love the art. But this is going to confuse the hell out of anybody who's not a hardcore Batman fan. You're going to be going, what's going on? I don't understand.
I don't need to see Batman's equipment covered in crushed velvet. Like, why is he wearing this ridiculous outfit?
See, and that's one of the things. I'll tell you why I do like this. If you're a hardcore fan with a lot of money to spend, because it's more expensive than your average comic. But I say buy it because I love the art. I love the action scenes, the way he draws it, and I love that he goes into this meticulous detail about all Batman's gadgets, and he's got like these bat chompers at the end that are pretty hardcore. I dig it. So if you've got the money and you are a hardcore Batman fan, definitely pick this up. Otherwise, you're going to want to pass it by.
All right, sounds good. Hardcore buy on Batman Year 100. Blair, thanks for coming on, as always.
My
we appreciate
pleasure.
it. Everybody, as usual, you know the drill. Be sure to check out attackoftheshow.com for more on these funny books.
Hey, there's no way you can leave now. Today's news stories are going to get served up in the feed, and we find out if the Godfather game is worth the money. Xbox Movie Legacy.
Hey, what's going on? I'm unprofessional. It's not Francis Ford Coppola's fault that video game tie-ins weren't big back in the 70s, but now that The Godfather has finally made it to consoles, the only question is, has the 30-year wait been worth it? Well, take a look for yourself.
Papa? Look away. You know who I am. Save your anger. Save it when you are old enough. When the time is right. You will take your revenge.
Joining us today from Electronic Arts, and his microphone is on, everybody, it's executive producer David DeMartini. He's here to unveil The Godfather, the game. We're showing off the Xbox version today. David, welcome. But I know it's coming out cross-platform, right? What do we have here?
Coming out on everything March 21st. You know, we're delighted to be here on G4 Attack of the Show, and
welcome.
You know, Godfather is an amazing experience for us.
I mean, it's kind of a lofty project. I mean, this franchise is I mean, obviously so well known and so beloved by so many people. How do you go and say, okay, well, we have this movie, everybody knows it. How do we turn this into some sort of interactive experience?
Well, the Godfather game, it draws from the book, it draws from the film, but what we wanted to try and create, we wanted to try and create a great interactive version of The Godfather. So we draw from those two pieces, but we turn the story upside down. Rather than telling the story from the perspective of Don Vito or Sonny or Tom, we tell the perspective from your story, so you get to create your character, and then you experience your Godfather interactive story.
So who are we playing though in this story then? Because I mean, obviously we're not playing unlockable Brandos or anything like that. Who are we here?
Amazingly, you are you. You're going to create yourself, and then your character is going to be invited to join the family ranks. And then through gaining respect in this living world, you work your way up through that family, and ultimately you get to become the Godfather.
So what are we doing in the game now? I know some people are saying, well, this is a Grand Theft Auto-esque gameplay, but I know you guys are trying to make it a little bit different. What is the core gameplay of The Godfather?
Well, much like with the films and with the book, it's about respect. You're trying to earn respect in this world. You're extorting. You're taking over rackets. You're taking over merchants.
The man that just got blasted in the chest with a shotgun totally respects you now.
He totally respects me now. No question about it anymore, right? But I mean, you're exerting your will in this living world, New York, 1945.
Sure.
And then by virtue of, you know, doing some things that mobsters did. I mean, you know, being a gangster was not, you know, walking around.
Jeez.
Hey, now.
Oh, that was awesome. I'm sorry. Continue.
M-rated game. M-rated game.
As it should be. And thank you for making it the rating that it deserves. I mean, you can't do a game about the mob. You can't do The Godfather and pull punches. You can't hit people with a Nerf wiffle ball bat or something like that.
Well, that's certainly not what happened in 1945.
Sure.
So, you know, we have to be authentic. We were trying to create an authentic Godfather experience. We got all the authentic actors, Khan, Duvall, Brando.
Yeah, you got them in there doing the actual voices for
They
the
actually
game,
came in and they did an audio recording session. Each of them came in and individually lent amazing performances. We've spent the last couple of days with James Caan. He's, you know, at 70 years old, he's still incredibly vibrant. He kind of pulled that Sonny character right out of 1970 and just pulled it right back. And, you know, he's in there and he's doing lines. He's dropping Italian on us, and we're all doing our research. What did he just say? Is that all right?
Can we put that in the game? It's
absolutely.
All right,
we had
cool.
to check it all.
It.
Exactly.
Now, what about the fighting mechanics in this game? Because I mean, we're not bashing, we're not like mashing the buttons, and there's no big icons popping up on the screen. Like, what sort of fighting mechanic is it?
It really isn't button mashing. It's analog finesse, is what we like to say. You know, we've created something that we call the Black Hand control scheme, and it involves three elements. One is analog-based fighting off the analog stick, followed by pressure point targeting, where you could target the shoulders, the chest, the groin, the knees, depending on if I want to wound you or if I want to take you out. If I want to take you out, I'm going to go for the head. If I want to knock you down,
go for the
knees. Yeah. Take down the knees, and then I could go do the third thing, which is to extort and gain further information from you. So incredibly innovative mechanics, something that hasn't been seen in this category before.
I love it. And again, thank you for not making it press X as many times as humanly possible.
Absolutely. And even though you might expect that the stick is just flicking the stick forward, there is a rhythm to the stick that'll differentiate the casual gamer from the hardcore gamer. And you, the hardcore gamer, will actually be able to pull out specific moves, headbutts, shoulders to elbows to the head.
Sure.
Very specific things for the hardcore gamer.
And it's tough because most gamers don't have rhythm with the old stick. So it's going to take a little while, but they'll figure it out. They'll get accustomed to it.
Easy to learn, difficult to master.
That's what we like. That's what we like. Now, I know you're doing a lot of driving in the game, all sorts of vehicles you can hop into. There's driving missions as well. We're driving through these neighborhoods that are owned by like these 5 different families, right?
Absolutely.
How do they play into the game? Is each neighborhood different, kind of themed after them? Or?
Yeah, each neighborhood is predominantly controlled by one of the different families. They ramp up in difficulty. You go through 50 levels in the game, start at level 1, move all the way up to level 50. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to move up through the family ranks and take out the harder families as you move up through the ranks when you're ready. So until you get some additional respect, until you upgrade your weapons, you're going to get your butt kicked by the Barzini. So you want to stay away from the Barzinis, focus on the Tattaglias, focus on Little Italy and Brooklyn. The game kind of evolves from an action-based game to an adventure game to an RPG game, and then finally into a strategy game. It's quite epic in its size, and we think we have a great result.
Definitely. Well, David, thank you for coming on and talking about the game. I appreciate it. I know there's a 360 version coming later this year, right?
Yes, but on March 21st, we got Godfather on PS2, Xbox, PC. It's awesome.
David, that's my job. I'm going to make sure they know that
okay,
right now.
thank you.
But thanks for coming on and talking about it. Everybody, keep your eyes open for The Godfather, the game, for the Xbox and PlayStation 2 consoles. It's hitting store shelves next Tuesday. That is March 21st. See, that's what I
That works good. You do that well.
But first, actually, I think Sarah Lane's got something that she'd like to share with the class. Pay attention.
I sure do, Kevin. Now, your one-stop shop, news shop. It's the feed. In TV news, some bad news for the networks. The FCC is on the warpath, having just recently proposed a total of $3.9 million in new indecency fines. So far, CBS is the biggest offender, racking up a record $3.6 million in fines after airing an episode of the drama Without a Trace that featured teenagers participating in an orgy. AOL launched their new online television network yesterday. The In2TV channel on AOL.com offers 30 classic WB TV shows, including Growing Pains and 8 is Enough. Currently, all of the shows are free for anyone with high-speed internet access, and AOL is working to offer over 100 more programs in the near future. The WWE is extending its reach into the hands of cell phone users. Yesterday, the popular wrestling organization launched a mobile alert subscription package. For $3.99 a month, grappling fans will receive exclusive WWE content, breaking news, previews, and show results delivered directly to their cell phones. In music news, the second season of the CBS series Rockstar is set to go and will feature former Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee and former Metallica bassist Jason Newsted. The pair are auditioning a singer to front their self-described supergroup, which will also feature former Guns N' Roses guitarist Gilby Clarke. The lineup for this year's Lollapalooza has officially been announced, and topping the bill are the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Kanye West, Wilco, Modest Yahoo, and Sonic Youth. The event will be held in Chicago's Grant Park August 4th through the 6th. And now some interesting developments in the world of sex. A special brothel has opened in Japan that caters to men who enjoy having sex with dolls. The brothel offers real doll-type prostitutes, which the Johns can customize with different heads and different hairstyles. And finally, the Netherlands has a novel way to test the qualifications of potential immigrants. Those wishing to become Dutch citizens must watch racy film clips showing, among other things, topless women and gay kissing. If the applicants are uncomfortable, they're not allowed in. That's the feed. Be well.
It's been a little while, Sarah, so I don't know if you're rusty or if you even want to do it.
Oh,
but,
man, I was born ready for, I know what's coming, Relationship Thursday.
All right, do it. You love it. Let's do it.
I certainly do. Kyle joins us on the phone from San Francisco, California. Hi, Kyle.
Hey, yeah, so relation problem.
Okay, let's get right to it.
My girlfriend wants to bring food into the bedroom, and I have no idea what to do.
She doesn't just want to, like, eat pizza in bed. She wants to bring food into the bedroom, right?
Right, exactly.
Sloppy Joe mix. I know it sounds weird at first. It's a little messy, but it is spicy and delicious.
You know, the food thing is, it's tricky. You know how, like, if you have one too many screwdrivers, you can't drink orange juice anymore?
Okay, yeah.
You want to be able to enjoy a banana now and again without, that's kind of...
I have no idea what you're saying right now, Sarah Lane.
Really?
What's this?
All right.
No, bringing food in. I'm curious. I want to know.
There's a certain, you know, you start associating food with things.
Oh,
you just want to eat it at the breakfast table.
Right.
I didn't want to have to spell that out, but...
I hear you. I can never look at a club sandwich the same way again.
Something like
that. You have no idea where that
Sloppy
meat went.
Joe mix.
Exactly. All right. Let's take another call.
You're sorry. Like, what? Joey joins us on the phone from New York. New York. Hi, Joey.
Yeah, I think my girlfriend cheated on me.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is he crying?
Are you crying or laughing, Joey?
I'm sorry. I've been with her for since I was like 15.
Okay, so you've been together a long time.
Yeah, and I found a condom wrapper that is not the condom I use.
Yikes.
I almost feel like the show is like the light should dim down.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, listen, it's probably cool. She just uses a different brand, you know.
With a
I don't know.
Oh, Kevin, I truly feel
that's horrible. That sucks.
Like,
what do you
red
say
flag.
to that? Yeah.
Sounds like a red flag. You should confront her, and if you think she's lying, then deal with it appropriately.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
How was that advice?
Listen, that's great. I'm gonna give you Big C's number. He'll take good care of you. He knows good women. He'll make sure you get hooked up with the right one, my friend. Absolutely. Hills, yeah.
Best of luck, man. Temujin joins us on the phone from Lancaster, California. Did I say your name right, Temujin?
Yeah, you said it pretty right.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Good.
He's like, you're close enough.
Yeah,
whatever.
close enough.
What do you got for us, buddy?
Not the first time.
Yeah, I need some advice. My girlfriend, she's addicted to protein shakes.
That's a plus, my buddy. Yeah.
She's been taking them for a few months, and she's getting pretty fat.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, like protein. Is she like trying to like bulk up or one of those things?
I bet so. It's not a euphemism. It's a real like a myoplex thing.
Yeah, like I think she's actually drinking with protein
I got
powder.
you. I got nothing then.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be calling if it was.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a problem.
Probably not.
Yeah. What do? Perhaps give her a banana.
Yes, do just that. Hey, we're all right. We're done. When we come back, we have a live performance by Scotch Greens. Plus, Rian Johnson, the writer/director of the teen noir thriller Brick, joins us on the couch. Everybody, stay tuned, sit tight, and all that other fun stuff.
Okay.
The Feed is brought to you by the Honda Element, who invites you to stop by elementandfriends.com.
The independent film Brick takes the conventions of the classic thriller and sets them in high school, turning genres on their heads in the process. In doing so, it also snagged a special jury prize for originality of vision at this year's Sundance Film Festival. Take a look.
Emily said 4 words I didn't know. Tell me if they catch.
Brick? No.
Or bad brick?
No.
Tug?
Tug. Tug might be a drink. Like milk and vodka or something.
Poor Frisco?
Frisco. Frisco Farr was a sophomore last year. Real trash. Maybe had a class a week. Didn't know him then, hadn't seen him around.
Pin?
Pin. The Pin?
Oh, very much.
Joining me now is the writer and director of Brick, Rian Johnson. Welcome, Rian.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, I've seen Brick. I've had the pleasure of seeing it. A lot of people, though, I know it's difficult to describe because it's set in high school, but it's not your Breakfast Club high school.
Very,
Not
very
at all.
different. No, it's basically, it's a detective story,
Yeah.
and it's drawn very much from Dashiell Hammett's books. He wrote the Maltese Falcon and kind of started that whole genre out. And so even though Brick is set in a modern-day high school, a very stylized one, at its heart, it's supposed to be just kind of a real straight-up American detective movie.
So sort of like that film noir genre
Exactly,
from
yeah, it plays
yesteryear.
very much into the film noir
Of
tradition,
course.
yeah.
You know, when I think of film noir, I think of black and white movies and,
Right.
and sexy women smoking
Yeah,
cigars.
see? So we're going to do it here.
Yeah. So I mean, how do you kind of bring that film noir style into modern day with kids?
Well, I mean, our approach was just to kind of look at the source material, look at the books that film noir came from, and not think of it like, okay, we're just going to be reflecting film noir,
Right.
but think, what's our original take? If we looked at these books and wanted to create this world, what are the choices we would make to do that and make a movie we'd all want to see?
Absolutely. And what do you do? How do you describe to somebody who thinks, oh, they hear high school movie, they think Scream, or they
Right.
think American Pie, or you know, how do you say it's not like that at all?
Yeah, I mean, the concept is always something that's very, very unique and kind of interesting, and takes a little bit for people to get their heads around when they start watching it. But I mean, I just always come back to the fact that it's set in this high school world, but it's
Right.
not. It doesn't do it as a joke. It's not parody. You know, mixing these two things seems like it could get goofy, and that it absolutely doesn't. It plays it straight,
Right.
and it's got much more of a feel like Chinatown or the Maltese Falcon than like American Pie.
Another thing that it has that's really original is its own sort of slang. I mean, the kids aren't talking like the kids in Dude, Where's My Car talking. They've got something, for example, one of the characters says, it's duck soup for you yeggs.
That's right.
And it's I don't know what that means, but in the context of the movie, you're starting to pick it up. I
It
mean,
flows, yeah,
and
yeah.
where did that come from? Is that just from your head?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's kind of, a lot of it's taken from those old books, but there's also stuff in there from slang from across the last century. There's also stuff I made up. I mean, my intention was just to kind of make a new language for these kids.
Right.
That's something that, you know, every generation of high school kids going back for however knows how long, that's one of the things about high school. You have your own language in it. You have your own slang. It's also something from detective books, so it was something that kind of had to be in there. And just as a film goer, I also love movies where the language is something fun, like Miller's Crossing, or, you know, Gary Glenn Ross, or
You can
Clockwork
quote it
Orange.
later, and it's kind of inside joke between you and
Very
your friends.
quotable, yeah, exactly.
So what does it's duck soup for you yeggs mean?
Stops. Oh, I have no idea.
You've got to know.
Duck soup is actually a real phrase. It actually means it's easy. It's simple. Piece of cake. Duck soup. And yeggs is just an old thing, an old way of saying guy. It's the equivalent of dude.
All right.
So we are talking like they do in Dude,
Sure.
Where's My Car.
It's a little bit of a puzzle, but they're speaking English.
Oh, yeah.
After all.
A big form of it, yeah.
You did, last year, Brick did win the Special Jury Prize for Originality of Vision.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, originality of vision,
great,
when I think of it, it's like, are they just saying that you're creative?
If they are, I'll take it. If they are, I'll take it. Yeah.
How did that, I mean, going into Sundance and then coming out of that with a prize, that must have been very validating.
It was, I mean, especially this was a very small homespun movie. We shot this for a very little amount of money that we scraped together from friends and family. And when we took it to Sundance, it kind of felt like we were showing it to the grown-ups for the first time.
Yeah.
We were all petrified.
And to get an award, it's like,
to get the good, to get a
like
reward, to get a great company like Focus Features releasing it, we hit the jackpot, you know.
Do you have one piece of advice for any, budding filmmaker who, also wants to bring a labor of love to the screen?
Yeah, write something that you love and then stick around. Don't go away until they let you make it. It took me, 6 years to get Brick made, but if you just stick with it, eventually...
You got a prize at Sundance.
Yeah.
So aren't you glad you did?
You'll get a little silicon block, and it'll all be worth it, yeah.
All right, Ryan, well, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Thank you for having me.
You're going to see more on Brick on this show coming up a little bit later in a couple weeks, and Brick also opens in select theaters on Friday, March 31st. Now, coming up next, it's Live Music Thursday, and we'll have Scotch Greens as promised, so stay put. On the next Attack at the Show, are you confused and slightly afraid of anime? Well, no more. All of your big-eyed, spiky-haired questions will be answered by the editor of themanime.org. Then we'll hop into our 73 Ford Torino and head back to the annual Lebowski Fest for bowling, booze, and endless movie quotes. And we'll fill in your brackets with a Final Four recap from the editor of Deadspin.com. All on the next Attack at the Show. Keep your pencils sharpened. And now please welcome Scotch Greens. Woo!
Walks is mighty thin. Situations like a squeeze yourself a reason key. And it's all that talking. Devil already got his soul. I ramble. I've seen a lot of evil men. Some will rob you with a pistol, others with a pen. Well, maybe it's too much TV. Maybe it was his old man. Someone put the fear in him. Now who's got the upper hand? We're standing in our bed. But I suggest you stay away from me. They're trying to jerk you all around. Give next a little. Come on! pill. 'Cause I'm a rebel, not even bad. Rob me with a pistol, and others with the pill. Stay off the couch.
All right, Scotch Greens. Be sure to check out Scotch Greens' new album, Professional, in stores April 4th, and visit attackoftheshow.com for more information on these guys. Now stay where you are, because we'll be reading some emails and chat questions. Plus, we'll have more from these guys next.
You're watching G4, the #1 podcasted network in America.
Wall-to-wall game reviews.
Always expect the unexpected. Go to iTunes or G4TV.com for details.
iPod of the stars.
Scott Stapp's iPod. Yodelin' in the Valley, Kid Rock. Sex in the Church, David Bowie. I'm Coming, Lord, Harvey Pop Watkins Sr. Naked Preacher, Napalm Beach. Talk to My Lawyer, Chuck Brodsky.
All right, I know we have the chat room, and we said that we were going to do it, but let's forget about that and do some more rockin', perhaps.
Yeah, let's
do it.
I actually really prefer that. Thanks to our guests, Big C, Ryan Johnson, and David DeMartini. Now let's hear it one more time for Scotch Greens.
Yeah!
All the jokes, they're coming true. Just look at the things we do. Kid, don't let it get you blue. Some got it easy and some got it tough. Bombs and bullets on the safety club. Then you sit at a church somewhere. Collide. It's a great time to be alive. Shoot rabbits in the third. She will be back down in the dirt where we all came from. We feel the heat and we like it. There's a match now, who's gonna strike it? We're just looking for a little excited. Don't get your troubles and soak in the spectacle. Take pain out of mind and run around. I like to say good luck to every last one. It's a great time to be alive. Shooting right into the sun. Soon we'll be back down in the dirt where we all came from. Machine drugs are some place wild. Ancient ghost stories.